Welcome to another Do Not Disturb dog walk. Ten to 4, Monday 26 August. What are we? Episode 110. This is 110. If you go back to 48, type it in search, DND, dog walk 48. We were here, that was when we were last here. And oh, I just want to bring it up because look at that river. It's raging. So I wasn't even sure if we were going to be doing a dog walk today because the rain is aplenty. It's been raining. Yep. So follow along. We'll fast forward to the good bits. Whatever you want to do. Quigley. Far away over there. Hey, how do I? Yeah, you're going to see some raging river. But also, click back to episode 48. Quigley! Episode 48 is when we were last here, and you'll see just how low the river gets. He's being up to mischief now. I have to go retrieve him. Quigley! Yeah! How do I? Quigley! Get out of there. Yeah. Follow me. Quickly. Oh, I do regret walking into this water-sodden grass. I actually have spray painted these shoes. Spray painted? I mean painted them with hydrophobic material. So trying to give them some water resistance. I'm sure water will still go inside them if I stand in a puddle, but theoretically water should bounce right off. That's what hydrophobic means, in case you didn't know. Hey Quigley, he's loving them bushes. You need to come over here and walk with me, buddy. Yeah. He does respond to bribes. But I am all out of bribes. Quigley! Oh, he's in that grass again. Well, there's so many puddles and everything. His long wine's going to be just saturated wet. Oh, that reminds me. Earlier this afternoon I read, because we're a new channel, we don't get much comments, so the comments are pretty special. I hope one day we get so popular that I have to ignore most of them. But hey, we got a comment, and the person was making a reference to me wearing these gloves, and hey, my worst nightmare is if he jumps into the river. Hey, I better get a hold of him around here, just for safety. Seems there's so much danger. There's lots of danger, Quigley. I mean, so when we came here last time, you watch that video, you'll see. It's all shallow around here. A guy turned up with his jet boat and stuck it in. And when it's really shallow, there's all these rocks in the riverbed. Yeah, so you watch that episode 48. Show you what it looks like most of the time. And then every now and again, torrential rains. And this is what happens. It's quite the spectacle. We all get a little bit excited whenever we see this. And of course, our worst nightmare is if it breaks the banks and floods different parts of the city. The government's trying to get ahead of the game. Oh man, I'm messing up my English. They've reclaimed bits of land and they're upgrading infrastructure and stuff, and it's all they've been digging around in the river too. We've got footage of that in some of our previous recordings. Trying to effect changes so that they can try to control this when it comes. it's been causing a lot of erosion. It's been threatening the stop banks and I guess the residential houses in those areas. Anyway, we've also been watching the progress of this pipeline they've been putting across the river. And so we've been here and recorded 3 times with quite a bit of distance and time between, many days. And as we come back and we observe the progress. So this has been like a bit of a project for us on this channel so far. So yeah, big pipe. They're putting a big pipe across to replace the pipe that's already across. That's pretty much how it goes. Oh, good. Quigley's setting a good pace. Avid viewers will know just as well as I do that oftentimes he just gets stuck. He just starts sniffing the flowers and having a good old time, having a roll in the grass. Today's not that kind of day. Today's everything's wet and icky. It's a gumboots walk, in my opinion. I could have worn my gumboots, but funnily enough, I've been keeping them in the other vehicle, and I don't have that vehicle today. And most of the time I do have them, and I don't use them. But that's it. So this is all eventually going to be returned to public space with this new walkway bridge that's been erected here. And that's what I mean by the big pipe. Because really they want to put a pipe across, and that's what it's for. Plus they added a walkway. Imagine if they put a pipe bridge across here and said, no, you're not allowed on it. Totally could have done that. But around here it's definitely very much a need. The more river crossings the better. You build a river crossing and the people will use it. Because the river crossings are limited. If you need to get across the river, you've got to pick one of the ways. Quigley! I hope we picked a good name for Quigley, because that's what I have to yell. He ran off on me the first time the other day. It wasn't while we were making a recording. It was one of our other walkies. Hey! Taihoa! Taihoa means slow down, wait. Hey! Quigley! Hey's a good one. I like saying hey. I like saying here! Quigley! Quigley! Here! Here! Good boy. Good. That's a good boy. Have that pretend treat because I didn't bring any. Yes, so I think I got distracted or didn't say enough about the recent comment about the gloves. They are actually overkill. So the person that commented, I can't remember exactly their words, but they said something about how I have absolutely no need to be wearing the gloves. And all I can say is, well, you obviously haven't watched enough episodes. Sometimes we're climbing on cliff faces and scrabbling around and crazy, you wouldn't believe it, bushwalk, stream walks, and sometimes I have to do my, what do you call it? I have to use my hands. So rather than ever be without them, I determined that I will just make it ritual to wear them. And you know what? They're actually mechanics gloves. These are for mechanics, you know. I've got these other gloves too, which are kind of similar, but they're full gloves, and I use them for riding the bicycle because they are the ultimate protection. And the bicycle can go quite fast, especially downhill. Mind you, I did once wear those very same gloves at I was at a rock concert, backstage, loading stuff in and out of the concert. So hard work. But yes, I had my other gloves on. I didn't even have these then, and I had my hand on a road case, and somebody slammed another road case into the road case that I had my hand on and squished my fingers in between. And it was quite brutal. It damaged my finger pretty bad. So the gloves don't really protect from that. For that. And it actually felt a little bit like the armour on the glove above that knuckle helped do the damage because it existed. So crush injury is crush injury no matter what. I think I would have got a crush injury even if I wasn't wearing any gloves. But the main thing that I learned is that you don't keep your hand on a case ever, right? That accident can never happen if the safety rule is only touch the case when you need to. I was standing there leaning on the damn thing, having a rest. I should have leaned on the wall. Anyway, with these gloves, when I do the crazy walks, I could just put them on knowing that it's going to be a crazy walk. But no, I never know actually. Never know what might happen on our adventures. But these gloves, even though they're starting to ming a bit, they're for the dog walking. And I do very much have a need for them. Quigley! Nobody wants to go dog walking in this weather, eh? Just me and Quigley. No, I know, right? City had floods all over the place today. I'm not coming over there. Hey! The highway had flooding. Highway on the other side had flooding. I didn't hear much about Wellington, but anyway, here we are. The whole area is called Wellington. When I was driving this way earlier, I saw a ranger down here putting up cones. Was it cones? Yeah, cones, and those little sticks that they stack on top of the cones to make a little makeshift fence out of cones. the river there mighty be flowing. There's some serious flow going on over there. Alright, for those who, if this is your first episode, I always have to just introduce this thing so you don't get a fright when I start sucking on it. It's a rubber nozzle that dispenses water from this big hose that comes off my back. I carry my water supply on my back like a turtle. Quigley! Arimai! Yeah! Yeah! I like that one. The cool thing is we get to walk along this part of the walkway again. Quigley! Taiwa! Wait there! Wait, take! Hey! Taiwa! It's cool, I can see him breathing steam. It's not that cold. We're actually contemplating, because we run a heater at night to keep warm, but we decided that we can handle it. We can handle the temperatures if they're above 10, so we don't bother to run the heat. So, I don't know who's watching and where you are from in the world and whether 10 degrees centigrade is too cold for you, but it's we handle it. So, but when it gets close to 0, which is freezing, the freezing water temperature, that's when we need our heater on. And it burns diesel and it costs money to run. But yeah, obviously we only use it in the winter. And then I have to remember to turn it on once a month during the off months in order to give it a good burn and keep it alive. Apparently that's the good advice for that thing. Wow, I can see the cones that I was talking about earlier, the cone fence, and really I'm pretty sure it's because the river's so swollen that they've put up an advisory, don't go through here, it's a bit dangerous, mate. You might fall into the raging river. So we're going to get to the cones and we're going to make a call on whether we respect them or not. Hey Quigs. Oh, look at this. So there's cones over there, but none over here. Quigley! You wait. Oi! Waiting. Alright, well, we started this new game on these recordings where I rate the park benches, and I do know that last time we were here we didn't play this game, the park bench rating game. The first judgment I always make is whether I can sit on it, and today I will not because I will get a wet bottom, so that's unfortunate. Hey, this seat has had a touch up paint, but the rest of it is obviously old and gooey looking with all the green growing on it. I've got to suss out what Quigley's doing because he's over here eating something. Quigley! Yeah! Yeah! What have you been eating? Hey! What have you got? What are you eating? You're naughty. No eating. He eats grass though, so he's standing in a big pile of grass, and he may have just been eating grass. But anyway, here we go. It's the river there, raging. I wonder what those cones are all about. Oh look, there's more down there. Something. Quigley! It's actually in the river. Looked like it was in the river. I don't really want to walk on the grass. What has he found? What is that? Rubbish bag? Trash bag. Oh, big puddle right here. Quigley! Yeah. How do I? Yeah. I love that he's got good recall actually. He's learned. Leave that. Hey, that's no good. You leave it. Come on. The cones mean do not proceed. I want to read the sign. No entry. Track's closed for maintenance, it says. Well, that's a pretty serious fence. Damn. Hey! Quigley! Look how much reflectors are on all this. Did somebody have an accident here? It's often how these things get applied. Knee-jerk reaction. What are you doing, Quigley? Shall not pass. Do you know I can hear a sound that sounds a little bit like a chainsaw? So that's about as far as we're going to be allowed to walk today, which is good because one day we'll save that up for a future recorded dog walk, and we will go for a walk along that bit. Hey! I don't really even like walking around here. I don't like the sound of the traffic. I didn't give a rating to that park bench. So I'm like a goldfish, mate. Just get distracted. I was quickly eating in the grass. I remember that was the distraction. That park bench is a strong level 3. Level 1 and 2 I won't sit on. Level 1 and 2 is reserved for the worst. That one's pretty bad, even with the upgrades. And obviously the river can flow up this high, so we're lucky. It's not the worst it could be. And we got to explore this part of the track, which we didn't last time because it was closed. Oh, yep. Definitely looking at it from this angle, like I'm properly noticing it. On the other side of the river, you can see where parts of the riverbank have been falling in. Over here, the trees sort of hold it all together. They're practically in the river. Anyway, that's a golf course. That's why it's got those ugly bloody foreign import trees on it, eh? Quigley! Didn't have a rest break yet. That's what park benches are good for, when you can sit on them. When the universe allows. Yeah. Level 3 is the lowest of the sittables. Level 1 and 2, can't sit on those because they're crap. They might fall apart, etc. Level 0 is, it doesn't even qualify. And the top points is 8. And 8's got to be jewel encrusted or something like that, you know. Just something really excellent. So excellent, gets the 8 out of 8. Hey! The lowest of the sittable ones is level 3. And that one back there is totally a level 3. In more recent times, they figured out how to make the wooden park benches out of a much more resilient, long-lasting wood. So when you see all the old ones, you're like, oh, there's one that needs to be replaced. When I see these puddles, I want to come up here with an excavator and do work on it. Quigley! Got too far, mate. Yeah. Quigley! Yeah. Howdy, bye. Quigley! Here! Here! Howdy, bye! It's not coming this time. Quigley! Howdy, bye! Here! It's a good boy. That's my good boy. He came back. Here! Here! Come here! Good boy. You're gonna need a towel dry when we get home, buddy. Just while the towel is hanging up right inside the front door. Hey! It's funny how he walks a bit askew because of the long line hanging off him. Quigley! Yeah! Quigley! Howdy, boy! Oi! Come back here! I think this is why I kept a hold of him for like the first 100 episodes. We only just started using the long line. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I would do if I was driving that. I would just steam on ahead. No cars coming from that way. Cruise out to the middle of the road. And then I wouldn't slow down for anyone because I'm trying to speed up. Hey, Quigley. That I lie actually. If I looked over to the left and I seen 3 big rigs in a row or something, I'd be like, oh shit, I better wait. Oh. Hey, so this walk could have turned out entirely different. From where we entered the walkway, we might have gone north. But I'll tell you what, I don't decide which way we go when we do it. When that's the beginning of a walk, when I'm like open-minded and I could go each way, either way, I don't care. Quigley picks the way. And so that's why we came to the south. Yeah, so I guess we have to, what do you call it? We have to look at this and say thank you for its existence, because it's pretty new. This bridge here. Quigley! There we go. Tributary. This is Stokes Valley stormwater, I believe. Coming out of those mountains here. Yeah, so this is an vehicle entry point. I do recall when we were recording 48 and we were here, last time we were here, you could see what's underneath there, but now you can't because the river's so raging. Right, I better find my dog. Quigley! Yeah! I think we're going to take a rest break here and then get back on it. Doesn't matter to you guys because it just clicks straight over, but I'm going to have a rest here and check in with Quigley. Hey! Howdy bye! Quigley, come back here. Good boy. You're my good boy, eh Quigley? Yeah. Hey, if you like sitting, I know you don't when it's wet. Look at you, you're all wet, dude. You're loving it. Sit. He'll reluctantly sit knowing that I haven't got any treats. And he's like, you mean you've got a treat? He'll beg me for a treat. Especially if I say it out loud. That's naughty of me. I'll get you a TREAT when we get home, brother. Hey, Quigley, sit. He's not going to sit, is he? I called it. Look at that. So get a zoom in for you. There you go. Ordinarily I don't molest the camera too much. When we're out on the walkies, and in fact plenty of our recordings are just uncut. I've got a passion for just not having to do any editing, just record a block of footage and throw it online, rough and raw, real, down to earth. Here we are on planet Earth, surfing the earth. Hey, Taihua! Is that the big pipe bridge? I wonder if they're going to put all pretty lights on it when they turn it on. The site is abandoned, and it's probably for a good reason. The weather. Nobody wants to work outdoors in this weather. And besides, they've usually got lots of paperwork to catch up on. What a meat machine. Oh, whoa, another ooh. I don't know when we'll next come back here, but we will one day, and that's like same as I promised last time, episode 48. We'll come back when it's finished, and we'll show you the finished product on this ugly construction. Shut up, cars. You know, they're just as noisy when they're electric. I mean, they pretty much are. Ice motors are pretty quiet. They're not really loud. But electric cars make all the whoosh and the splash. Just the same. The annoying thing about electric cars is the ones that are really so quiet when they're driving in parking lots and things like that, because they can take you by surprise, sneak up on you. But some of them have these built-in weird sounds that they make. Anyway, this is just me, a Māori guy from New Zealand, where we're behind the times as. So, Quigley doing? Hey! Quigley! Well, pond over there. Quigley! Oh, it's been nice having the walkway to ourselves. You stay out of there! How did I get past this last time? Oh. Quigley! I'm going to take a hold of this, even though it's filthy. Just because there's human traffic up ahead. They either attract or repel Quigley, depending on who they are. And also, some of them are in cars, or most of them will be in cars because it is raining. I reckon Quigley will just have automatic street smarts, but I could be wrong. And there's no point taking the risk. He almost dashed off into this paddock here. Chase them birds, but he changed his mind, and that's very wise of you, Quigley, because it's all muddy over there. Yeah, you definitely, if you like this location, go back in time with us after this and watch episode 48. And you'll see the river is completely not raging like this. And a guy turns up with a jet boat, parks it in the river on this trailer, and then dismounts the jet boat, revs it up, and zooms off upstream. quite the spectacle. I even zoomed the camera in on him while he was out in the river. Here we go, look, this is all evidence of where, see that line of crap? This was all full of water earlier today. Oh yeah, look at this, right where we're standing is where the water was, and that's all the edge of as far as it made it. I went driving down this highway earlier in the day and I couldn't help but keep glancing over at the river, checking out how epic it was. Everyone's making videos, so this guy's holding his phone. Maybe he's having a video call.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Killed it. Checkers! That's what it sounds like he said, but he's not the kind of person that would say that, so that would blow my mind. I must have misheard. Or maybe he's talking to his phone. Sorry I didn't put a rain jacket on the dog. I don't know, I just sort of had my heart set. It rained all morning, so I mean I should know better, but it rained all morning. Hey Emma, I think that tag's new. It might not be. Maybe I just didn't care last time. That's interesting. Anyway, it's raining, so we're inching closer and closer to the car, to home base, the end. So probably just going to call it there. Take Quigley inside, dry him off. He's going to grizzle at me because the heater's not going. Look at him, he changes colour. His legs have turned pink. I think the fact of the matter is he's a pink dog with black spots. If we shaved him, that's what he would look like. He's had a great time. I'm glad for him. I've had a good time too, I think. So, that's good. Right, the rain's sort of pretty much coming down. It could be worse. It could be much worse. But that's that. I have to say, most of the time we use most of the time the rain and the wind is worse than this, and that's when we don't bother going out making a recorded dog walk because it's just horrendous. But I think we still will, especially in the summer when they have the summer rains, where you don't mind that it's raining because it's so damn hot. Oh, that old couple that we passed going the other direction to us earlier, they've decided to turn around and start following us, and I bet they're faster than us because we're quite slow. We are usually pretty slow compared to some people's exercise speed. And then also the rain is motivating. Sometimes the rain makes people go, ooh! Oh, should we go back to the car? It's raining. Oh, no. Quigley's he knows where we're going. He's just in a hurry. He's on a beeline. Oh, Quigley.
We've also got to
Oh. Yep, so that's going to be it. Most of our recordings, we record for about an hour. But, you know, as long as it's more than 30 minutes, I'm happy. Especially if we have to cut it short. The other day we did 2 hours of recording. Now they weren't 2 hours of recording. I took a break and started up another one again. But yeah, two recordings in one day happens sometimes. And did that the other day. But yeah, most of the time, if we go walking, sometimes we walk for longer than we record for. That's the other thing. So I just like to make 1 hour the target, or the limit for one recording. Just keep them all to an hour or less. I washed this today. It's extra sparkly. I washed every part of it except for the top, the roof top. Yeah. And I obviously didn't wash the wheels. We're getting a new tyre on there soon because that one's worn out. Oh, good, hey? Look at the piles of manure that are usually there. People come, load it on their trailer, and it's good, eh? Get out of that car's way. Yeah. Puddles in the paddocks. I've got to get into the house and take to the dog with the towel. Hey, Quigs. And there's another little doggy in there, and I've got to get him out for a walkies too. Oh well, that's going to be that. We'll call it there. Not quite an hour, but good enough. And it's been raining. I'm sure I did more steps than that. And what is it up to? 14,000 for the day. It's been a big one. Okay, cool. We'll see you all on the next one. Say goodbye, Quigs. Come on, let's go inside. Come on, buddy. Here. Catch you guys later. I'll see you on the next one.